Hello everybody, this is Cine, and today I wanted to try something a little bit different, and by that I mean I'm going to be playing, or not playing, I don't know what I'm talking about. Today I'm going to be talking about Rayman. Now I've been wanting to do these talk type videos for a very long time now, and I didn't know what topic I was going to do. I was thinking about doing Sonic, maybe doing something about Mario, but I decided to do something that people have been talking about ever since E3 2021 ended. And this is like when E3 2021 started with Ubisoft near the end of the event, when people realized that there was going to be no news about Rayman. Now, Rayman hasn't had a game since 2013's Rayman Legends, and he has had some stuff, but they've been like some crappy mobile games or maybe some appearances in different games. I know that he's in Brawlhalla, and I know for a long time he's been speculated into Super Smash Brothers with the whole ice on Battlefield thing. And then there was the fan who sent a note to Nintendo, and Nintendo responded. And a lot of people thought if Rayman was not going to show up at Ubisoft's E3 event, then Rayman was going to appear in some type of other game. A lot of people thought it was going to be Smash Brothers, but then we ended up getting Kazuya Mishima from the Tekken series, and alongside that we got a lot of deconfirmed fighters in the form of Mii fighters. Dante got deconfirmed, Shantae got deconfirmed, but now I'm just rambling about Smash. This is about Rayman here. Now, last year during Ubisoft's other event, I think it was the other Ubisoft Forward back in 2020, what had happened is that it was Rayman's 25th anniversary, 1995 to 2020, and they didn't have any new games to show off. All they did was give him a speed run of Rayman 2. Now, speedruns are fun to watch, sure, but we're talking about a character that got your company basically started. And Ubisoft's been around for a long time, but they weren't really put on the map until Rayman showed up. Now, when this whole Rayman not being at the Ubisoft 4 2020 thing first happened, a lot of people were disappointed, but then again, a lot of people understood that it was 2020, stuff was going on in the world, so people just assumed that people were not prepared. But then again, I can understand why people were upset. It's been at the time it was a solid 7 years since the last Rayman game. So people were like, oh, maybe next year Rayman will come back. They just weren't prepared. No one expected the pandemic to happen. So yeah. So then imagine how people feel when 2021 comes by and there's no Rayman content, just to get replaced by Mario and Rabbids. And FYI, the Rabbids came from Rayman, and it almost seems like that due to their partnerships and their quote-unquote popularity, they've straight up replaced Rayman. And to make this even worse, Rayman 4 was supposed to be happening back in like 2008 or 2007, whenever Rayman Rabbids was supposed to come out, and it ended up being cancelled and being replaced by Rayman Raven Rabbids. So yeah. And I can understand Ubisoft being afraid to make a Rayman game without Michael Ansel, who retired from video games back in September of 2020. And Michael Ansel is the creator of Rayman. He's been around since Rayman was in its early stages, and he's an OG. He's an OG. But he retired last year, and I can see why they don't want to make any new Rayman games without him, because he's the one who started it all. But I know that there's some talented people in Ubisoft Montpellier right now, people that are like behind Rayman, that specific area of Europe. But still, we can't let this franchise lay dormant, and a lot of people know that. So the first move that Ubisoft should make to let the people know that Rayman is still one of their main focuses, if they do not have a new game prepared, that they should make a collection of the first 3 Rayman games, and maybe Rayman Arena at that. As far as I know, the most recent re-release of Rayman, Rayman 1 has been on the PlayStation Classic. Rayman 2 hasn't really seen the port since I think the 3DS port back in 2011, but I know it's been on like Virtual Console maybe somewhere, and I know that it's on PC right now on the Ubisoft Store. As for Rayman 3, as far as I know, it's on PC. I don't think it's had any re-releases other than the HD version that was on PlayStation. I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox too. But yeah, a collection of the games for the new generation would be a really good idea if they do not have any mainline games to make right now. Now here's where it gets interesting. Now let's say that Ubisoft does have a mainline game planned, and it's the new Rayman, and what I should think is that the next mainline Rayman should be a 3D platformer. We haven't had a 3D Rayman game since, well, technically Rayman Rabbids, but a true 3D Rayman, we haven't had that since Rayman 3. And it's been a while since we had a 3D Rayman, since the last two games have been 2D with Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends. And I know that the 3D games have a lot of potential. Rayman 2 and Rayman 3 are both really well-received 3D platformers. Now, how this 3D game could possibly work, they should probably mix together the fast-paced style of Rayman Legends and Origins alongside the looks and the feels of the 3D games like Rayman 2 and Rayman 3. And maybe they should probably do bring back the power-up suits from Rayman 3, where like there was like the lockjaw suit where Rayman would have like the chain that would grab onto people. Or I'm just saying that they could really do a lot with another 3D Rayman, especially since it's been a really long. The point is that Rayman needs to come back, and he needs to come back in the form that isn't a mobile game. No more Rayman Adventures, no more Rayman Minis, no more cameos in different video games, because it looks like Smash is not going to include them. Sorry guys, but Rayman needs to come back fresh. He needs to come back in a very clean way. It's been a very long time, and even if it's like a collection of games or something that isn't really that major, as long as it's shown as life for the series, that's all we basically need at this point. Because I don't want to have it seem like that the Rabbids basically murdered him due to the popularity, quote unquote popularity of the Rabbids. But that's all I wanted to talk about for today. If you guys really like these type of videos and you want to see more, please let me know. This is just a little experiment. Soon I'm probably gonna have to get back to making more SM64 machinimas. But this is just a little experiment to see what you guys would think about me rambling about a series that I really like. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys another time.